you'll need some props. So they are 2 blankets, a strap, and a pillow. So grab those. We're gonna get started in 1 more minute. I muted everybody, but just say it now. If at any point what I'm saying isn't clear, just feel free to chime in and let me know, or if you cannot see a position. I'm gonna demo everything first today so that everybody can see everything, even though usually we'll just sort of flow through. Today we're gonna stop and I'll demo so everybody's clear on what we're doing. If you haven't practiced with me before, the type of yoga that I teach is a combination of yin and therapeutics. And yin yoga is a slower paced practice, so we'll hold for a period of time. Because we're all beginners to this, we're only gonna hold for like 45 seconds to 2 minutes. And you'll want to sort of support yourself in a level that is like effortless ease. So if you think of a level of 10 out of 10 sensation where we're just gripping with it, you want to be at a level 5 where it's very comfortable to hold it for a period of time. So consider that as you set yourself up, and that's why we have props to help ourselves be comfortable in the postures. We're going to focus on liver meridian and gallbladder meridian. So yin is tied with Chinese medicine and activating energy lines in our bodies. And those are energy lines that help us with stress and relaxation. So it'll be hips and some side bending and a little bit of arm work in there. But to get started, I want to start with a thymus gland tap. I did this before. We're only going to do it for 30 seconds this time. It'll be very quick. But the thymus gland is what holds our immunity. So we want to activate it by doing some tapping. If you think about a gorilla that pounds their chest, you can just take your fist and pound around this area. So let's all start there, just doing like a little bit of tapping here. And it allows us to de-stress. So it just activates some energy in the body, and it kind of activates that immunity in our body. So we're just going to do it for about 30 seconds, just tapping. Breathing with this. And then we'll finish by just placing our hands over our heart, closing our eyes, and breathing into that energy. And you can do this at any point that you feel stressed in the day. Just 30 seconds. See how it makes you feel to ground. And then softly blink open the eyes. We're going to lie down on our backs. So we'll start in a reclining butterfly. I'm going to go back and demo. You may like to have a blanket under your body. That's up to you. If you like some padding, you're just going to cross the feet, put the feet together like butterfly, and then lay back. If you want, you can place your blankets or your pillows under your knees to support. If that still feels like too much in the inner groin, you're just going to tap those knees together at the top. So we'll be laying here for a couple of minutes, so make sure you're in a comfortable posture. You're going to tuck the shoulders under, arms are out, spread out, and we'll just lay here, relaxing on our backs, eyes closed. We'll do a little bit of breath work here to start, just to try to activate our parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and relax system in our body. So by doing that, we're going to lengthen the exhale. So you're going to inhale for a count of 3 or 5 on your own time, whatever feels right to you. You'll pause at the top, and then you'll exhale for maybe 5 to 8 counts in your mind. And then you'll take a regular breath, and you'll do it again. Just do that on your own time here, resting in this pose. Now let's just shift to observing the breath. So noticing where the body softens as we exhale and how it expands when you inhale. Just noticing. So resting here. Take one more breath in this posture. And then if your knees are out wide, you'll bring them together at the top. We'll bring the knees into the chest and just do a few rolls, a little bit of rolling on the low back in one direction. And then we'll reverse the direction. And now let's take the knees wide apart and then back together. So circles with the knees here. And then reverse that, just opening the hips gently here. And then we'll pause at the top, extend the left leg long, right knee comes into the chest, give it a squeeze. Reverse, left knee comes up into the chest, give it a squeeze. Let's do that a couple more times on your own, no rush. Just moving with your own breath and time here. And then the next time through, we'll bring both knees up together. We're gonna just take some dynamic twists of the body. So knees are up at the top and you're just gonna rotate them over to the left. The arms are spread out wide like a T. And then you'll come up to center and go to the right. And just move with your own time here. We're opening up the low back gently. If you had props, obviously just move them out of the way. Last time through here. And then place the feet on the mat. You want to be about max distance width. We're going to windshield wiper the legs. So knees go together to the left, then come up to the top and go to the right. Just moving with your own pace and your own breath again. There's no rush. If you want to move quicker, go for it. Or you can move very slow and pause at the bottom if that feels good. Just want to be mindful for what feels best in your own body. And then next time we get to the left side, we're going to pause. And here, if you want to add a little bit, and it's not necessary, it hurts some people's knees, but we'll cross the left foot on top of the right thigh. And if it hurts in any way, you're just going to uncross. Breathing here. And then uncross if you crossed. Come up to the top. We'll go to the right side. Cross if you want. You can try it and see. If it hurts, then you just come right out of it. This is good for the IT band. We did a lot of running this week. And we'll uncross. We'll roll up to seated. We're going to do a little bit of seated work to start. So you might want to prop yourself up on a blanket if you tend to round in the low back. It's nice to be elevated slightly. And then we're just going to start with some seated cat-cow. So we'll pull on our knees and round our backs and open the chest forward. So just pulling and rounding and coming forward and arching. A couple more times through here. And then last time through. And then we'll take some twists or some circles of the hips. Actually, let's uncross and cross the opposite way before we do that. And then start to circle in the hips. And you can see if you can get a little bit deeper each rotation. One more time this direction. And pause, and we'll go the other direction. One more time through. All right, so we're gonna do a half eagle stretch. So eagle is typically where we're binding completely. Here we're gonna do a half version. So you take your right arm and you make an L, and then you thread the left arm through and use that front arm to stretch in the back body. Should feel a nice stretch in the back body and on the side of the arm. One more breath. Release, give yourself a shoulder roll. And we'll do the opposite side. So you're making an L with the left arm, threading the right arm through. One more breath here. And release the shoulder rolling again. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is go through a longer strap sequence. So have your strap ready. And because we'll be on our backs, I really advise that you take one of your towels or your blankets and just lay it across your mat. That way your head is supported. The back of the head can sometimes get sensitive when we're laying down. You don't want it to be too high, so I wouldn't advise the pillow because then the neck can get a little bit crunched. But grab your strap, and then you're gonna have your other props at the ready, and I'll demo in a minute, but I'll just show you. Just roll up one of your blankets or your towels so that it's making kind of almost like a block shape. It'll be a longer block shape. But it's going to be to support our legs when they go out to the side. So I'm going to demo very quickly. If everybody could just watch, I'm going to go through it very quickly and then it'll be slower. But just so you know what we're doing first. So to start, we'll put both feet in the straps and we'll start with some dynamic opening work, which means we'll push the feet in and we'll take them out wide like a straddle and then pushing into the strap, coming back together. We'll do that a few times. Then we'll bend the knees like happy baby and push up. We'll do that a few times too. After that, we're gonna do single leg work. So we'll start with just stretching the hamstring. We'll do some rotation of the leg to sort of feel it in the outer shin and in the inner thigh. Then we'll come out to the side and that's where you need your prop. So you'll prop up under your hip, come out, and that allows you to rest in it much easier. From there, we'll come up, we'll do a few little outer hip dynamic movements, and we'll roll all the way over. The whiteboard's in my way, so I'm just gonna bend my knee, but your leg will be extended out. And then from there, we'll go to half happy baby. It's a lot of hip work, but it's gonna feel great when you're done. So make sure you have your little roll up for your outer thigh ready by your left side. Yes?
Hey, Jane, if you don't have enough space to have your leg fully extended, can you bend it like you just did for that whiteboard variation?
Absolutely. In fact,
Because I don't have enough room on the sides of me.
Yeah, no. And do you have enough room going out to the side or no? Like when you're going out and half straddle this way?
No.
No. Okay, so yeah, just bend.
Yeah,
bend
I can do like to my
fine.
knee.
Yeah, just do that.
Okay.
And also, that is a
Cool,
great variation for if you're feeling too stiff. Like a lot of people cannot take it completely across their body. It feels like way too much work. So you can just bend that knee across. Thanks for that question. All right, so everybody else, I'm gonna mute you guys again. Everybody else, let's lay on our backs. Starting with your strap in both feet. And just pressing here. If it feels like it's a whole lot, just bend the knees a little bit. But pressing here, and then with firm grip on the outside of the strap, we're gonna open the feet wide, like in a straddle, and then push into the strap and bring the feet together. And do that a couple more times on your own pace. Just activating here. And then the next time, we're gonna push and bend the knees into happy baby and press up into the strap. So dynamically moving through happy baby and back up. And you can go as deep as you want or as shallow as you want here. You're just gonna listen to your own body and be mindful. So breathing through. And last time. And now we'll release the right leg out and it extends long. And then you take a firmer grasp onto the strap and you're just working into the hamstring here. I'm gonna time us, we're gonna hold this for a minute. So you wanna relax into this. If it feels like a lot, you can bend the leg a little, or you could bring the leg more towards the floor, so you're extending the leg out or away from you. If you want more, you bring the leg towards your nose. But again, you don't want to go to your edge because you won't be able to hold it for a minute. You want to relax and you want to make sure your bottom leg is totally relaxed. And same for the shoulders here. We want to just relax the shoulders onto the ground. And maybe the elbows are just bent and you're just completely supported by the floor. That's ideal. And one more breath here. And so from here, what we're gonna do is just turn our ankle. So almost like you're wanting to do a little bit of an ankle roll, and you should feel it in the sides of the shins and the calf. It should feel good. And then now we're gonna externally and internally rotate our legs. So the leg is still pushing straight up into the sky, and we're just turning the leg in the socket. And the next time we get to that external rotation where the foot is pointing out, you're gonna grab the strap with the left arm. Make sure that your blanket or your pillow is propping your leg right at that hip. And you're gonna bring the leg out to the side. And again, if you need to, you're just gonna bend. You'll have the same sensation. So rooting the right side of the hip onto the floor. One more breath here. Bring the leg up to the top. Switch the clasp with the other hand. We're just gonna sway the foot to the left and right just to open the outer hip. So you'll bring the foot across the body just until you feel that edge. Your hips are staying firmly rooted onto the ground. They're not lifting up. You just sway here. All right, so next time we sway to the left, we're going to plant that left arm out to the sky, or to the, sorry, to the floor, and then rotate the body, or the leg all the way across the body. So it's a deep twist. Again, if it's too deep for you, you're just going to bend the leg, or if you don't have space, just going to bend that knee. Come back to the breath if the mind starts getting busy. If the sensation feels like a lot, you can always come back to the breath. Just noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. And maybe notice where the breath is moving or where the energy is feeling the strongest in this pose. Just something to keep you mindful. And then last inhale. On an exhale, you'll come up to the top with the leg, grab with the opposite hand, bend the knee into the armpit. Half happy baby. We're going to hold this for a minute. If you want, you can do half butterfly with the other leg. That's totally optional, and just if you want more sensation in the inner thigh on the opposite side, you can try it out. One more inhale here. And an exhale, release the strap, stretch both legs long, and just notice how the body feels different on each side. And then we'll take the strap into the opposite leg, so it's over the right foot, and we'll start back again. So left leg is stretching long. We're going to hold this for a minute. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the bottom leg. And then we'll do that ankle movement again. So just turning the ankle to the left, pointing the toes to the left, and then to the right, at your own pace. Just noticing the different sensations you feel in the leg here. And then we'll turn and rotate the hip in the socket, or the leg in the socket. Externally rotating and internally rotating. One more time through here. When you get to the external rotation, you'll bring your leg out to the side. Oh, sorry, I forgot to have you guys switch the prop over. So move your blanket or your towel over before you do that, and then we'll come out. I'm gonna bend because I don't have space with the whiteboard, but the legs should be extended otherwise. And then bring the leg up to the top. We'll do that swaying outer hip motion again. So we're just bringing the leg slightly across the body. The hips are staying onto the ground. And then back to center. Swaying across and back. Do this a couple more times through. And now let's switch the clasp of the strap into, oh, I'm sorry, no, you keep it onto the right hand. No. Right arm goes out to the side, left arm goes onto the strap, and we bring the foot across the body. Sorry, guys. Again, you can bend the knee here if you need to. Holding for about 30 seconds longer here. And slowly bring the leg up to the top. We'll grab the strap with our right hand, bend the knee deeply. Half happy baby. And again, you have that option to do half butterfly with the opposite leg, which is just bending into the butterfly. It does put a bit of stress on the inner thighs, so just only do it if you feel like you need it. Take 2 more breaths here. And then slowly release the strap. Extend both legs long. Notice if your body feels more even now. Take a moment to breathe. And then we'll slowly roll up to a seated posture. So coming up to seated, let's place the blanket or the towel under you again so you have some support. If you feel extra stiff and you want 2 blankets, that's great. If you tend to round in the low back when you're seated in the butterfly or in the Sukhasana position, it's great to prop yourself up. It'll just allow your spine to stay more neutral. And have your strap. We're going to do a little bit of arm work. I'll just show you quickly what people are setting their blankets up. We're gonna take the strap overhead and just do some shoulder opening work. I'll walk you through that. And then we're gonna take archer arms, which is where we bend and grab on the other side, but we're gonna set up in baby steps to get you there. So starting with your strap, if you're feeling very stiff in your shoulders, I'd like you to take your clasp wider. If you're feeling very open in your shoulders, you're gonna take it more narrow. If you start narrow and it feels like it's too much, just go wider. So we're to start baby steps. So we're just gonna go a little bit back and a little bit forward. And with every motion, we'll go a little bit further forward and further back until you're finally gonna come all the way to the floor and all the way behind you. So just baby steps, breathing through it slowly. There's no rush to get there. And we'll take about 3 full rotations. And third time through. And then we'll come up to the top and just do a little bit of side bending with the strap. It should feel good to use the strap to open. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is the archer arms. I'd like you to place the strap over your left shoulder. It'll be there to help you clasp. And then we'll take the left arm up and just start with a little bit of a tricep stretch here. And release that. Then I want you to clasp the hands and bring them to the side of the body. So this is opening up for the bottom position. And now we're gonna put it all together. Starting with the left arm, give it a little bit of help to push it down. You should be able to feel the strap in the back of your body. And then you'll take the right arm, circle it around to the back and grab the strap anywhere. Or some of us may be able to clasp your hands. That's not the main goal. The main goal is just to feel it in the shoulder opening here. Breathing in. One more breath here, and release. Give yourself some shoulder rolls to release that. You can wave it out, that might feel good. And then we'll switch to the other side. So switch your strap to the right shoulder. We'll start again with that tricep on the right side. Give it a little bit of help. Release, and then wind the left arm behind the body, clasp on the right side. And now let's put it together. Right arm lengthens up, give it a little bit of help. Find your strap. Reach the left arm behind. Find the strap or your hands. One side probably feels totally different than the other. Breathing here. One more breath. And release. Shoulder rolls again. All right, the next pose we're gonna do is the Nana Asana. You guys, some of you have done it with me in class. I'm gonna demo it just so everybody can see, because you'll be on your back. Again, I like to have the cushion under my body. Your choice. Let me move my props out of the way. The goal is to have a nice side bend here. So you lay on your back, and I'm gonna start just demo the left side. I'm gonna walk my feet all the way to the left, and then I'm gonna pick my shoulders up. I want my hips to stay on the ground. I don't wanna lean up. I want them on the ground so that I have a long side body stretch in the right side of my body. From here, I can extend my arms if I want, if that feels good. And you can cross the leg one over the other, whichever way feels best. If you can see where I cross my right leg up, it caused my hip to raise. I don't want that. So I'm gonna cross my left leg over my right. That's what works for my body, but it might be different in yours. So you're just gonna experiment and see. So everybody's set up by laying on your back. We'll walk our feet to the left as far as they'll go. Pick up the shoulders and bring them to the left as well. So you're in your banana shape. And then from here, see what you want to do with the arms. You may want to keep them long. You may like to bring them overhead. You may want to cross your foot, or you may want to just keep them where they are. We're holding this for 1 minute from now. Slowly start to uncross if you crossed, walking the feet back to center, pick up the shoulders and bring them back to center. We'll pause for a moment just to notice the stretch in the body before we go to the next side. And then start to walk to the right side with the feet. Pick up the shoulders and bring them to the right. And now you can cross if you want, and you can extend the arms if you want. Holding for 1 minute here. Last inhale and exhale. Start to uncross if you crossed. Walk the feet back to center. Bring the shoulders back to center. Stretch the arms long. Breathe into the space you just created. We've got one more stretch. Oh no, sorry, we've got 2 more stretches. I'm gonna demo this next one so if you guys can look up. So just come up to seated. We're gonna do figure 4, but we're gonna use the strap to help us this time so it's more restful. So you come to your back, you cross I'm just gonna do the right side. So I'm crossing my right ankle over my left thigh. I'm just gonna start by pressing into the thighs to give some low back traction to start. And then we'll have our strap handy. We'll bring our knees into the chest, and you use the strap to drape it across the shin, and then you can just hold it very restfully here. And it also allows you to really get into the thigh. So you're feeling it in the outer hip. That's where we'll hold that. And then I'll just demo the last one, which is gonna be twisted roots. This is after we do the figure 4. Twisted roots, we cross the legs deeply. Bring the arms out. So I'm gonna go to the left side, so my right knee is crossed over my left, and I'll walk you through that, but then we'll bring the legs over to the side, and it's a deep twist. If it's too deep and doesn't feel good, all you're gonna do is uncross the knees to the side. So those are the 2 demos of the last movements we have. So let's start with our figure 4. Laying onto your back, knees are bent. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Press firmly into your thighs just to feel that length in the low back here. You can inhale here. And exhale. And then release that pressure. Bring the left knee up into the chest. Drape your strap across. If this is too much for you and you want to stay in that low back traction, that is perfectly fine. You do what's best for your body and what feels best for you today. We're just resting the shoulders. We're not gripping or reaching. Using the strap just to pull the thigh into the chest. Use your breath here. See if you can come back to that even breath. Slowly start to release this. Bring across the feet. Maybe take a couple of windshield wipers or whatever dynamic movement you like. You can circle the legs just to release that. And then we'll cross with the other side. So bringing the left ankle over the right thigh. Pressing firmly into the thighs. Breathing here. And then start to bring the left knee into the chest. The right knee, sorry. I'll mix up. Right knee's bending in. Strap is draping over the shin. And you're resting here. Again, if this feels like too much, you can come back to that first movement where we're just pressed into the thighs. And it's okay if you feel different in 2 different sides. Our hips are typically, we have a dominant side, and one side's going to feel stiffer than the other. We're not trying to reach for the same sensation on each side. We're just going to be with the sensation, whatever it is. And if you have to back out a little bit or go deeper on one side, that's totally fine. Just be mindful of your body. Last breath here. Slowly start to unwind. Move the strap out of the way. We'll bring our feet to the ground. Take whatever dynamic movement you need to release that. And it may just be stillness, whatever you like. And then we'll set up for twisted cross. So the right knee is going to cross deeply over the left. Bring the arms out like a T. Bring the knees into the chest and rotate over to the left side. Again, if this feels too deep in the back, you're just going to uncross the legs and take a simple twist. Last breath here. On the exhale, bring the knees up to the chest, uncross. We'll reset, bring the feet to the ground. Cross the left over the right deeply. Bring the knees into the chest and rotate to the right side. Again, on this side, if it feels like too much, you're just going to uncross and take a simple twist. Last inhale here. Exhale, bring the knees up to the chest, unwind. We're going to set up for Shavasana pose. A great way to do Shavasana is to place a pillow or blanket roll under your knees. Just come back on your backs, tuck your shoulders slightly under. Arms are out to the side. We'll take a deep inhale together. Open the mouth, exhale out all the air. Shavasana. Start to bring some subtle movement into your fingers and your toes. Coming back into present awareness here. Bring your knees to your chest. Slowly roll to your left side. Coming up to seated. We'll bring the hands to heart center. Thank you all for your practice today. Namaste.